Okay, so I had a friend send me a link, and I had so many mixed emotions that I wanted to do a reaction, review, reply immediately. Even though I feel like crap today, and even though my neuromuscular disorder made me have to put on a ton of makeup to hide how crappy I feel, let's look at this. This is Simba and Acal, and we're going to get into this.
I'm humble, but I'll never settle. I'm certain
I love
they hate on
Simba.
my name if
I love Simba's perspective. I love that he will interview any topic, any person, anywhere. That he does his own thing. I love it.
It's me.
So I was primarily stoked to see this. Primarily.
You gotta do the bang now. Bang! Oh man, what is good, YouTube fam?
Primarily.
It's your boy Simba coming back here with another video for you guys today. As you can see, I got my good friend Adam Calhoun. We just wanted to bring you guys this video and just have an open, honest discussion.
Let's pay attention to those words. Open, honest discussion. Open, honest discussion. Look at the body language. Open, honest discussion. Simba's eyes are to the ground. And Acal staring straight at the camera. Open, honest seems a little submissive, scared, and antagonistic right now to me. I'm just saying. Body language does not read open and honest. And so this was at the moment in this video that I went, huh? Now listen, y'all, there's a ton of things y'all can say about me. And I'm a fat, middle-aged woman that's disabled after doing severe time in wilderness boot camps with juvenile offenders and as a parole officer, probation officer with violent male offenders. I have dealt with some horrible people in my life, and I've had some horrible trauma because of it. And here I sit with a neuromuscular disorder that is attacking my organs, that is killing me. And I really love my music because my music takes my mind off of all this shit that I have going on internally. And it really helps me process what's going on in the world and with family members and, you know, shit stirs in general. So my music is important to me. This was the point where there was a massive disconnect with me in this video. This freeze frame right here. And look at Acal's face. I've seen that face many times. It says, shit, you know, go ahead. Poke the bear. Start shit. Do it. I've got dogs playing, so if you hear something squeak, my dogs are playing. But this was where I went, nah, I think I got the wrong message from the video title. So inward we go.
We're fresh off the stage, pretty much.
We had a big show last night. My voice is kind of gone. I drank for the first time in 3 years.
Oh, that's not good. Is it good? It's not good. I don't know if it's good or not. You decide that.
Yep.
And then I continued to drink all the beer. And that's it. I'm going back to no more drinking.
Okay, that's probably a good decision. I support you 110%.
Good show. Lots of people came. Thank you so much for coming and showing Simba and Artie Kick so much love. It was a lot.
Okay, now here, wait. We're kicking love. We're talking about our own dysfunctions and our own deficits. And then we're saying that we're making wiser decisions. We're pulling you in emotionally. And listen, Acal, I got no beef with you. I like your music. I like that you spent time and you came out and you said, screw that. It doesn't matter where you have geographically, physically sat your hind on this earth. You can be whoever, whatever you want to be. I think that's great. I've seen the most brilliant diamonds come out of prison systems you would not believe. I support anyone 110% that can come out and do something like what you've done. It's amazing. That being said, I just want you to do an emotional reply to your viewers, to suck them in, to share a little bit of your dysfunction, share a little bit of your deficit, and pull them in emotionally and make them feel and say we're going to kick around some love, and that's not what happens.
Like I was walking around there stumbling. Like
Shoo my dogs out. Go, Peanut, go. Go, play.
I remember that.
Go play.
That was fun for me. It was fun for the people that were there. I think it's because everyone's been cooped up for so long, and they got to get out.
We have been cooped
I got
up.
in the crowd after the show was over, and it was just.
And you know, sometimes people take advantage of that.
Before the show started, I was very, very nervous. I always am. But yeah, after we got.
Humility is a great great thing to have. I'm sorry. I have a cold. I have a sinus crap, and I am in a major flare with my neuromuscular disorder, so bear with me tonight. But humility is a great thing to have. Anybody want a dog? I'm about to give it away. Go play with your brother and leave me alone. Humility is a great thing to have, but when you start really tripping over your humility, it makes me wonder, why are we here? Why are we stuck on this topic? Why are we here? There's more important things to discuss. And him, you know, and so I've already been inundated and had my heartstrings pulled. And when people do that, I kind of go, what are you doing? What is it that you're wanting me to feel that I'm not feeling yet? What is it that you're wanting me to slide into emotion-wise? What is it that you're asking of me? Because right now I feel like you're expecting something of me, and it's making me uneasy. So I'm terribly uneasy, and we're just a few seconds into this video.
It was amazing.
Piece of cake. So what made you want to drink on stage? Was it just like the energy?
I seen everybody, they're all going crazy when I said who's all drinking tonight, like every single person had, and I'm like,
you know, we make our own decisions and we have our own consequences, and
I'm gonna crack open
nobody gets to dictate that but you. So people, if you drink, if you don't drink, just know it is your decision, it is your consequence to handle. You create your own ramifications in life, and please don't do anything just because somebody else is doing it. Please make good decisions. Okay, so we're having this lighthearted conversation about he may have just made the worst mistake he's made in 3 years.
It's something that I will always remember, man.
That
like
kind of
those
irritated me.
memories, like having those conversations with Scat and, you know, Art, man, and just...
And let me just go ahead and tell you, I don't know who these people are because I'm a middle-aged woman. All I can do is pull from this the body language and the emotional cues that they're putting out. And the few people that I do know, I know who Acal is, I know who Simba is, I know who Upchurch is, I know who Tom McDonald is. I do know my music, but I like don't know the inner circles and everybody that's related. Like I might know their faces, but I don't know their names, and I can't like, you know, be like, oh sure, did you see him recite half a song that he performed on such a... I don't do that. I'm a music lover, but I'm a music lover. I'm not like a follower. So I'm getting kind of bored here of this, so we fast forward.
Talib Kweli, a lot of these people you're not gonna know, even Kanye.
And you know, we're doing some name dropping. We're doing some. Here are the people I know that you don't know. Here's my credentials.
Like that, back in the day, Nas would be another hip hop dude. But I think hip hop has kind of gone away.
Yeah.
It's rap.
Yeah,
like
it faded out. Yeah.
This was the name drop, credential drop of. Let me tell you who I think I am.
Like I fucked, or like I messed with that person's music. Like I would love to do a track, you know, maybe independently or on a major label. Like, cause you said that, you know, all the.
You know something? If you're an artist and you want to make music, make music and make your music and do it and do it well and share it with the world. Because if you're given a gift, share that gift. That being said, expect this.
And there's many more. I mean,
yeah.
You guys even
expect this when you get in there and you're making art and you're doing a craft. Expect people to not respect your art and your craft.
Pop Smoke and
okay, so like this is like some serious name dropping and cred dropping, and this is look at the body language. Acal is just sitting here like he's doling this out like he's memorized it, which I'm great that he's had such a great career. I'm great that he knows these people. I'm ecstatic that he's had so many people reach out and share that world with him and kind of give him, you know, a pathway to walk in this world in his own way. I certainly couldn't do it. I don't know many people that could do it, so mad respect on that level. But at the same time, this is kind of like a rehearsed like Grammy speech or something. And I was kind of like, why are we making this video again? Why are we doing this? And once again, look at the body language. Look at Simba. It's just kind of like, I'm over it. Can we get to the next thing? I don't know if that's what he's saying, but that's what his body was saying to me. It kind of made me chuckle.
I mean, I ain't the greatest rapper, but I started.
Okay, here we go. Now, after we've puffed ourselves up for 10 minutes and told you who we know and what we know and how we know it, and then said, like me, I'm actually really humble, but I have this great wealth of knowledge, and I know what the crap I'm doing. Like me, I'm really a good guy. Here we go.
You know, and I'm just now getting on because, of course, I have a social media platform, and I was able to use it. When I started rapping, people were like, dude, you rap? Like, you just started rapping and you can rap? I'm like,
I think you rap great.
I ain't the greatest rapper, but I started rapping when I was a kid.
Humility again.
Passion. Then I took it serious, and you know, then Taman came, and you know, I was an absent father for a few years.
I'm sorry, but Simba just looks like.
We shopped to all the labels.
We're here again. And that's kind of how I feel. I don't know if that's what you're thinking, Simba, but that's kind of how I feel too. We're here again. We're here again.
Story to hear, man. And keeping with the rap and the rappers, man, how do you feel about the climate of the rappers right now? Because a lot of rap.
Boom. Okay, and so that few minutes that we've gone through, that build up, that let me give you the credentials to believe me, to like me, to understand that even though I know I'm flawed in a plethora and myriad of ways, I do know my shiznizzle, and I want to share this little tip with you, and I need you to believe me and follow me. I really thought this was some really passive-aggressive crap. I just really thought it was, I don't know, there for a little while I thought maybe the rap scene was going to chill out, especially after what we've seen go through the country rap. I thought maybe we were all going to look at each other and go, you know something, by God, we got to stick together. We've had some crap thrown at us. You know something, we got to stick together. Let's make sure that we take care of each other. Because we've been through the ringer, guys. I really thought we were going to have a moment, just 2 or 3, to where we could be like, yes, we can care about each other, and we can love each other, and we can calm the crap down and just let our fans have a moment. No, we can't.
Use, you know, topics in their songs now.
Like, well, if you want, so I can only really speak on independent, because I'm independent.
So now he's giving himself limitations. You're fixing to watch those go right out the door.
Like fully independent. There's nobody taking chunks of my money out of my, you know, streaming.
We understand. You get to keep all your money. It's all yours. You do all the work. It's all your art. You get all the money. You get all the praise. We all understand this. And I'm not saying this to be antagonistic. It just, I want you to understand this is probably how most of these people felt watching this video is, no, we get it. We totally understand. We're sitting here eating bread and mayo sandwiches, dude. We get it. You got more options. It just hit me wrong. It just hit, and it may be because I feel so bad today. It may be just because of the last year we've been conditioned to hope for a little window to where we can have some peace. But this just hit me wrong.
Anything out of my music catalog, period. You know, you got some of these guys who claim they're independent, but they got people digging in their pockets hard. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where we have to look at the term of independent. Independent means basically not signed. That doesn't mean you can't hire somebody to do something for you, or you can't take help if offered, or you can't, you know, kind of sublet some responsibilities. If you're not signed and you're still making all your artistic decisions, you're independent. I know that the last year we've seen a lot of words change, but I would have thought independent would be one of those that was just really easy to understand and stick with. Stop squeaking the goddamn toy, Peanut. Chill. I just wanted to make a video. Here we go.
So, excuse my voice also. I sound like a fucking wreck.
We get it. You had a show last night. Your voice is almost gone.
Ass. Fucking.
We get it.
But yeah,
I sound like this normally.
Now you got these
I have a terminal disease.
Like,
it's okay.
About MAGA.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not really though. To me, it's whack as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like.
You know, let's just let it roll for a minute. Let's just let it roll for a minute.
I talk about these subjects on videos because I don't just, you know, obviously you guys know, I don't just make music. I got bigger by saying my opinions on things. So I'll make videos about.
So obviously you guys know me because I have other platforms because I got extra famous by giving my opinions on things. But I think this is whack AF. And if you do it, you're whack AF. And you shouldn't do it. It's outdated. You shouldn't do it. It's whack AF. But, you know, I want everybody to feel like they can give their opinion, because that's how I made my step up to fame, is giving my opinion. And I would like to give that ability to everyone else to share their opinion. And wait. Boy, if I let everybody else give their opinion, then somebody might have a better opinion. I better stop this right now. Rewind. Let me tell you how whack you are if you think you have an opinion. Really? Like the thing you got known for and famous for, and the thing that helped you build an empire, you are now going to take and discredit on someone else for doing the same thing you did? Because basically, all Tom MacDonald was doing is giving his opinion on current events through written word that he places to a beat. So you can say it's music, you can say it's written word, you can say it's lyrical poetry, but really it is just opinions. Words placed in order to mean something, shared with other people. And I'm not sure how that's whack AF when it is how you got where you're going. But it's whack when other people do it. I mean, the subject matter that he chooses to place in his artistry shouldn't be anybody's business but his, because he's the artist, right? He's the artist. Art is subjective. We all get to read it out for ourselves, fill it out for ourselves. What did you get from that song? It's going to be completely different from what somebody else got from a song. It's going to be monstrously, way different from what somebody else got from a song. And that's the beauty of art. It's so subjective. So for an artist to come on here and tell me that I should follow his opinion that somebody else's art is whack AF because of the subject matter, I just sit here and I kind of go, wouldn't you rather just ask me to listen to it and make my own mind up? Isn't that how everybody's making all these YouTube crazes and making it to fame on YouTube? Is opinions and material that they're brave enough to talk about. Anyway.
But once you start rapping about topics like coronavirus or cancer, I mean, that's just, it's whatever's clicky or trending or depression, and you know what I mean? Like, I have rapped about these things that I really go through on a daily basis.
Okay, so now you're rapping about things that you really go through on a daily basis, but you're tired of other people rapping about these things because you think they're clickbait, but you don't have one iota of a clue if they've gone through something that made them bond with that material, that subject. You have no clue. So dude, look down under your feet. You're on thin air right now. You're on thin air. Art is everything, nothing, all swirled into one. It's not to be dictated by one person. It is to be absorbed by the masses and turned into whatever they need to get through that day. That's what art is. And you know something? You've got some great songs. You do some great work. You have a great tone of your own. But there are multiple lanes on the highway, and other people get to drive. And some people have shiny, flashy cars. And we get to appreciate those too, because they're in another lane on that highway, and we get to go, hey, you know something? I like that too. It doesn't take away from what you've earned, what you've garnered from your fans. It just gives options. And I'm just here to say, if somebody's not brave enough to bring those topics into mainstream music, like into the world where we can actually talk about these things, have a conversation. Who else is going to do it? Because we can't do it anywhere else. God knows that we are restricted right now in this free nation. And I just want to know the harm of having material based on these things. And I think everybody finds their lane, their avenue, the thing that works for them. And I think this works for Tom. And I don't think it makes him whack AF. And I don't think it takes away from your tone and your lane in the music industry. I don't think it takes away from anyone else. I can appreciate everybody. And their little job, their little niche that they have. I can appreciate all that. This just kind of hit me the wrong way because you were just talking about honesty and why we should like you and that you're humble and then we just turned around and went the other direction. And you know, I've had one beef with you before. One beef with something that you said before. You did a video about how you told your son that there were no such thing as bullies. I would like to introduce Exhibit A.
I take medication for, or you know, I did the Patriot. That's about America. But if you look at my whole catalog, I have like 4 songs that are real as fuck.
But yours are whack as
And they had to be done, like racism.
Yep.
They had to be done. He felt a calling in his heart to do them. Probably much like any other artist would feel a calling in their heart to perform their material that they wrote based on a need that they felt to excise from their body. And you know something? We had another humble deficit moment in there. And I respect the crap out of you for talking about what you go through with your anxiety, because I know that is a mother of a problem. But we've got to stop mixing this. We've got to stop mixing the emotions. Because either this is going to be a I am humble moment, this is who I know moment, this is my catalog moment, or this is why I dislike somebody moment. Because we're just all over the place emotionally here.
And that's
it's not good for your fans.
For views, obviously. I mean, people were like, do not put that
It wasn't for views? Then why do you do anything if it's not for views? Because just 5 minutes ago you were telling us all about getting paid. I'm confused. I'm confused.
Fear what you're doing. And I'm not the dude who's going to act like I'm doing something. Oh, man, like, yeah, I'm so edgy and trendy.
Yeah.
But then bleep out the swears or not go.
As a mother, I appreciate that some artists choose to bleep out their swear words, because there are some times that I want to listen to a song that I may be in my vehicle and not want other people to hear those words. Or I may be sitting at a stoplight and not want a string of obscenities to come out of my Jeep. Or I may want to hear it for the first time and not be bombarded with a bunch of cussing. So I don't mind that some people bleep out the words. Now, if I want to rock it hardcore, I'll look for the one that says explicit. I like having an option. And I don't think giving an option or muting the string of obscenities dictates the worth of the music. I think it gives people options.
I went all the way there with that song.
Yeah.
And
Full send.
Nobody can take that away from me.
And we're going to play tug of war. Nobody can take anything away from you, but you can make a few minutes of video, you know, and sit down and try to strip everything from somebody else. The worth of their songs, the integrity of their subject matter, their motive for doing it, how it reaches the fans, how it should impact the fans, if it was real or not, if it should be credible to the fans. This hit me really the wrong way. Really, really, really the wrong way. And you know, and I'm gonna have to wrap it up because I don't like to be in this headspace very long. But eventually, then he says, "Oh, but you know, if he," and I want to point out that he was very careful to never say Tom's name, but Simba did. But Acal was very careful to never say Tom's name, and I don't know if that was on purpose or a gesture to say I never said your name, or I don't know. We'll probably see it unfold in the days to come. But we go on to hear him say if he would get in the right lane, I would, you know, basically drop some bars with him. What's the right lane? Artistry. Artistry. Art is subjective. What is the right lane? You can't dictate other people's art. You can't sit there and say, project that yours is the greatest of all time. I hope you feel that way. I hope you wake up in the morning and think that you shit gold. Because it comes across really well in music. But when you open your mouth to speak, remember that other people are allowed to do the same thing you do in your life every day too. They're allowed to get up and make that music, decide the subject matter, pick how they want to portray it, pick what words they want to be said and what words they want to bleep out for people, pick the beat, pick the audience that they want to project it to. They're allowed to do all these same things. And it shouldn't become a pissing contest between grown men about what anyone's subject matter is, if it's better than the other. Just let the fans decide. Just let the fans decide. Because I guarantee you, the people that listen to Tom McDonald and the people that listen to Acal cross over quite a bit. But I also guarantee you there's some dedicated parties that don't cross over. And guess what? Both is okay. Both is okay. You can listen to your own music. You can have your favorite artist. You can like political rap that touches heated subject matters that you see not being able to be spoken about in public, and you go, heck yeah, we're finally getting this out. We finally have a voice. We finally have somebody talking about it. You can appreciate it for what it is. It's art that is about current events. I'm okay with that. I also like art that isn't about current events. I'm okay with that too. What I'm really having a difficult time with this video is that we're going in and we're pulling our own credentials, and when we're telling, all this stuff about us, and then we're cutting someone else down for no reason. If there's bad blood between y'all, I'm sorry, but it shouldn't affect your fans. It shouldn't affect what you all are able to do in the studio. If you're that affected by somebody else's artistry, art may not be the line of work for you, because art is very passionate, and you should be able to hold that passion about your art and allow somebody else to hold the same passion about theirs. But I really don't like that now we have another voice telling us, stop talking about this political crap. Stop making this such a big deal. Stop. This is a big deal. What's happening in our nation right now is a huge deal. The limitations we are seeing put upon us, the censorship we're seeing put upon us, we don't need anybody else to add anything more to it. We don't need this coming from our small little group of people that we think are allowing us to explore ideas and emotions and this artwork. All of a sudden go, nope, you can't go there. And if you do, you're whack AF. I get to tell you that. That's bothersome to me. That hurts a little bit. I'm not trying to piss anybody off, and I certainly don't want to make an enemy, but I'm thinking about all these millions of fans that are so easily swayed by this passive-aggressive back-and-forth crap. And I would hope to God that somebody that really understood freedom and the lack of freedom that you have experienced in your lifetime, I would hope that you would not want somebody else to lose any freedoms. It's a big deal, isn't it? It's a big deal when you wake up one day and you don't have those creature comforts that really get you through the day. It's a huge thing. It concerns me to see you minimize or try to take away or alter using scare tactics or whatever, emotional sabotage the shit out of somebody, to take away or impede or block or try to make people have a certain response to somebody else's art. That, it bothers me. It bothers me. And I want you to watch this, okay, I want you to watch this back. And I want you to watch your body language and watch the way you present yourself. And listen to the words you chose to say and how you chose to say them. And you may have dead on meant for this to be taken the way that I took it. And you know something? That would be tremendously sad, but fine. You get to speak your piece. I get to speak mine too, though. And I would hope that in our little community of country rap, and we have a pretty good family. We have a pretty good family that gels pretty well. I would hope that we're not going to start making this a norm. I would hope that we're not going to see, now that everybody else is cut and divided, I hope that we're not going to turn and go, I don't have any other victims, so guess what? Today you're it, and start dividing up this little tight-knit group that really has helped and saved so many people. It's bothersome. It's confusing. It was passive-aggressive. It was, the dissonance, it was just very disconnected emotionally for me. It was all over the place, and it just confused me. And I don't know if something's happened behind the scenes that really riled this up, but as a fan, it hurt my heart. It's going to make me think twice about what I listen to, and it's going to make me think about who I want to give my time and energy to, because that's a big deal as a fan, your time and your energy, because that equates into money when you buy those albums, you buy those tracks. And there was no point. There was no point for any of this, because there's no point to stand up and say, your subject matter is shit. I don't agree with it. You're whack if you talk about these things. Meanwhile, I'm going to go and use the platform that you're using to speak your opinions on your subject matter that you like. I'm going to go do the same thing, but I'm not going to be whack. But I'm going to tell everybody else that you're whack. It's like when Rochelle stole my red crayon in kindergarten. And it was like, she thought it was a big deal, and I just went and got another red crayon from the bucket and put it in my red crayon spot, and I was like, it's cool, it's good. But she went around all day going, I stole your crayon, stole your crayon. That was like the first moment that I realized that people would just create anything for entertainment. Cool. And maybe I just found the whole problem. Oh, gonna end on that one. MommaLiz out.